Holy freaking moly, welcome back! It has been forever since we've done a haul video, and I have found some insanely cool graphics cards, and mostly graphics cards, in the meantime. And I've gotten them for some incredible deals. Some of them probably not incredible deals anymore, because this video has been probably a good... we're in November, almost a year now since I did the last haul video, maybe? It's been a while. It's been a very long time. Anyways, we've got a lot of stuff to go over, so we're just going to jump right into it. Starting off with actually not a GPU. Is it this? Yes. So this is a Core 2 Quad Q8400. So I've talked about this before on the channel. I'm very interested in collecting the entirety of the 775 lineup of CPUs, even unreleased, if I can get my hands on them. So that's the reasoning behind that CPU. And this next one, which is the Core 2 Duo E8500. I believe both these CPUs I got on bid, if I recall. The Q8400 was $8.50, and the E8500 was $4.25. Probably not worth that at all anymore, but it was a steal for the time. So, anyways, moving on. So this, I actually have to move stuff around. I will eventually be putting things on my bed because I have literally no space. My entire table is taken up. So the next item is a card, is a graphics card. And I actually got it bundled with this one. They were a dual purchase thing. And I can't remember what happened. I think it was this card wasn't working, and I figured out it was just a driver problem or something like that. I was like, this cooler's really loose. Oh, it's only got 2 screws. That's probably why. Anyways, so this is a GeForce 7600 GT. It's a fairly old card, yes I know, but I am trying to collect every graphics card I can get my hands on. It's an interesting cap. Was that recapped? That's entirely possible. That could be a new capacitor. Interesting. Anyways, this I got for free. It was a free card. I did originally pay for it, but because I think it was this card was having issues, but I had figured out what the problem was, but the dude had already given me a refund for this card and the other one, so I ended up just getting this for free. It does work. I know it works because I've tested it thoroughly since. But yeah, it's really cool how it has the green DVI ports. But yeah, that's one card down for a card I don't have. Oh boy. I'm trying not to bump my tape. The next card, this was part of that bundle as well. This is an HIS HD 4850. Again, I got this for free. It's just because I didn't have a 4850, and it was like, oh, okay, I don't have either of these cards. Let me grab them. And yeah, it works fine. Nothing notable about it. I really do love the blue PCB. I love unique PCB designs besides black and green and gray. I find them to be a little bit more interesting to look at, visually at least. That one will go over here. Alright, and moving on. Alright, here's a this one is really interesting. I need to actually move this over here, sorry. I'm going to move these over here too. Move the CPU so I can move this 770. Alright, so this was I saw it on eBay going for ridiculously cheap. I put in an offer and I got it even cheaper. So this, I've shown these a few times on the channel before. This is a GTX, or an EVGA classified GTX 560 Ti 448 core Ultra Edition. Quite a mouthful, I know. I have 2 of these. The interesting part is the other 2 were very well worn. This literally came mint. Brand new mint. It didn't have the original box, because if it did, I would have done a freaking retro video on it, because that would have been cool as heck. But this, like, there's not a scratch anywhere on this card. This card was not used. It was brand new in box. The only thing that is on it is my fingerprints. And apparently I might have scratched it. Not sure. We'll see. Dang it, I really hope I didn't. Anyways, this card, this is probably the most pristine I've ever seen this card in my life. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, I got it for 45 bucks. I think it was going for 50. I asked for 45. I got it for 45 or something like that. But it was, I now have 3 of these cards. They're not supposed to be common. They're actually they are rare cards. I've just gotten incredibly lucky with finding those specifically. But anyways, moving on. So here's another interesting card. As I go, I'm going to move cards around. I apologize. Here's another interesting card that I saw. This one's fairly beat up though, unfortunately. I wish I could have gotten it in better condition, but what can you do? This is a Palette 9800 GT Super Plus 1GB variant. I saw this card and I was like, I have to put in an offer for it. This is like the coolest looking card I've seen in like months. The secondhand market's been actually really dead as of late, so like I haven't seen anything interesting that I could really nab, especially now that I'm working. And I'm working a fairly well-paying job, so I could get some really nice cards. But I love the colors. I love the unique just design. Like even just the power plug is just on the side instead of just right. It's so unique. It's definitely a rare card without doubt. So. I got it for, I don't know if I said, I got it for 30 bucks. Really, really cool card. And I'm really happy to have it in my collection now. So, this was a win. This was 100% a win. Alright, I will probably stop putting cards on the bed now. Alright, this is a fairly basic card. I just didn't have it, wanted it, yada yada yada. This is a Quadro 3800, FX 3800. I have a 3700 and I of course have the 4800 and all those. But I didn't have a 3800 and I saw it for cheap and I was just like, okay, sure. Oh, put that down here. I got it for $27.79. Just basically 27 bucks. But yeah, I think I got, if it's a random price like that, I definitely got it off bid then. So that's likely what happened. But yeah, no. It's just Quadro. That's about it, really. Probably not worth 27 bucks anymore, but whatever, right? Moving on. This card. Okay, so this card I saw and I thought it was interesting because I don't see a lot of these Zotac cards around, typically. So I was like, okay, well, I definitely gotta grab this. This is a Zotac GT 440. But it's got such a unique shroud and everything that I was just like, I have to nab this card. Probably not worth what I nabbed it for, but you know, it was unique. I wanted it, and it was just like, I don't know. I don't think they would have accepted anything less than what I offered. I got it for 41 bucks. Still keeping under the whole guise of getting everything under $50. That'll probably change over time, but unfortunately. But I will continue to try and keep true to that. I will. So yeah, really cool card. Really interesting looking. I'm glad I got it. Basically it. Next card. Okay, so this card is... I gotta find it. There it is. This is a really rare card. This is very hard to find. And I got one because it just randomly decided to pop up. This is a GTX 460 2GB variant. So typically with the 460s, there is 1GB, there's the 768 megabyte card. I think there's even a 1.2, 1.5 gig model. I could be wrong on that. But the 2 gig is rare because not a lot of people bought the 2 gig because it was probably too expensive, is my guess. But it's an incredibly hard card to find, actually. And I managed to get one, and it works. And it is absolute. I'm very glad I got it. I got it for 22 bucks. This card, I'm just spitballing. If like a collector wanted to buy it, I would say it's probably like 60, more or less. Probably closer to 50, but it's like, it's a rare card. It's 100% a rare card. So, really cool I got that. I'm very happy I got that. It's nice to get more rare cards as time goes on and just builds up my collection. I don't know, it makes me proud of my collection. Alright, now this one is a mystery and I actually need your guys' help. If anybody could give me any information on this card. It's labeled in my inventory like this too. This is an XFX R7 360. And this card, I got it for 37 bucks. I can't find any information on it at all. Like, this card has a freaking carrying handle. And no, oh, come on. Hold on, I gotta do it with my dominant hand. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh, come on. It doesn't want to come out. Oh, wow. Oh! I'm doing it wrong, that's why. It's been so long, even I forgot how this worked. So, it's just got a detractable fan. Detractable fan. Detractable fan. Like, what? I can't find any information on this card. I don't know whether maybe it could have been a design concept from XFX, but it's crazy. If anybody has any information on this card, please let me know, because this is cool as heck and I'd love to know the design story behind this or something, because this is so unique. It's very plasticky and stuff though, which it doesn't feel very solid for a 300 series an R300 series. I don't remember the architecture this was. I think it was GCN 3. or 2.0, if I recall, something like that. But it's never been opened. It's a rare card. And the only reason I know it's an R7 360 is because it says there on the sticker. And I looked up other R60s and I just sort of compared the gig, common gig to that. So, oh no, the gig was right here. That's why. So it's 2 gigs FGDR5. But yeah, no, incredibly cool card, and this is it was a once in a lifetime. It just showed up. Please let me know if you have any information on it. Alright, so this is a card that I have been wanting for a while, and the whole reason behind it that I wanted it was because of freaking budget I'm sensing a theme here. This happened the last time I mentioned budget builds. It's my favorite. It's not bad. Alright, yeah. The show will go on. Anyways. Seems we're cursed. We have the T curse now. Anyways, so this is an EVGA GTX 465, and this was a card that caught my eye when I was watching Budget's videos way back in the day, before I even knew him, before I even chatted. This camera hates me. For real. I am so beyond tired of it. Ugh. Alright, so going back to what I was saying, Budget, really great guy. You should go and check out his videos. This video was one of the ones that got me really into YouTubing. He's a great role model of mine, and dude's a car guy as well, so I love chatting with him about all sorts of things. If you ever jump into his Discord, he's always around chatting too. Like I said, great guy. I don't know what I said entirely before I got cut off. I got the GTX 465 for 20 bucks. They're actually a lot harder to find than people think. These cards have sort of been going down into the end of, or into the area of being a more rare card. It's just purely because not a lot of people bought these when they came out, and on top of that, as time has gone on, I've just seen less and less of them being sold, and I've seen them being upcharged by quite a bit in a lot of cases. I've seen these going for like 76 bucks at times. So it's like, I will say eventually these cards will probably become a more rare type of rare card, but I'm very glad to have gotten a hold of one finally. It was definitely on my list of graphics cards that I really wanted to get. So, put that to the side, drink my tea angrily. Gosh dang it. Stupid camera. Alright, next we have an EVGA GTX 460. 1 gig variant. This is nothing special. I didn't have one. I saw a decent offer for one ages ago, and I put in a cheaper offer and I got it. I got this for 22 bucks. But it's probably not a great deal anymore, but like I said, I didn't have it, wanted to get in the collection, and now it's here. Really nothing else special about that. Oh my gosh. My camera battery is dying. I'll be right back again. Alright, can we just get through this video camera? This is the last video I've got to do. Oh my gosh, this camera. If anybody has any recommendations for like a good 1080p 60 camera that I can get some good audio on, I would be so happy if you could give me a recommendation, please. Cause this has got to go. This is ridiculous. Seriously. Actually, this camera drives me nuts. Anyways, moving on. Why do you have... Okay, well, I guess I've got to clean this off eventually. I don't know how it got on here. So this is a rather interesting card that I found, I think, on Mercari. I can't remember. It does work and everything, and it is a legitimate card. It's not some Chinese knockoff thing. I think it could be a Chinese brand though. I couldn't find a lot of information on it, but that's just what I sort of seems like to me. At least that's what it seems like to me. This is a Forza GTX 560. Like I said, I got it on Mercari. It works. It works and everything. It's not a knockoff card. I checked the die and everything. It all checks out really. So it is a 560, and it wasn't like being really weirdly overpriced or anything like that. There was nothing weird about the drivers. It tested fine. Tested within spec of a regular 560. So I don't know. I got it for $40. So it's more on the rare side of cards, because you don't see a lot of stuff like this come around very often, especially when it is a working functional thing. I think it could have just been some startup like AIB in China that probably didn't do well or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, cool card. So I can't really pull them out here, and especially because I've sold 2 of them already for $55, and one of them is over there just sort of sitting there doing nothing because I can't get it to work because everything hates me. Everything tech hates me, I should mention. I got 4 IBM X3650, I don't know why I didn't put the model, M3 servers for $25. 2 of them had CPUs and RAM. No wait, every single server had CPUs, 1 CPU in it, and then 2 of them had RAM. Every single one had a power supply, LSI card, motherboard, everything, and they all worked. So, okay, get that out of the way now because I'm sure people aren't going to believe it. But the story goes is my friend had contacted me probably a good month or so after UDT had fired me. UDT? Yeah, after UDT had fired me. And I won't get into the specifics of that because I'm really trying not to slander anybody here or cause anybody to get in trouble, per se. This is not slander, this is just saying what happened, that's all. I want to get that legally clarified for any reason. Not slandering. So yeah, when they shortly after they fired me, my friend had contacted me saying, "Hey, this dude is selling 6 servers for $50. If you give me half, I'll let you have 4 of them. I only want 2 of them." And I was like, "Sure, mess it, man. Go, do it." I sent him 25 immediately, and it actually took over a year. No. Almost a year to get those servers from him, purely because he lives 2 hours away from me, and I don't want to make the drive and then have to come back, and then it's just like, oh, my day's gone. Okay. Plus it's a lot of gas and it's money and it's yada 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 yada. Anyways, we were gonna just wait until he came down to see me. So he got the servers. He came down. We hung out. I think 3 months ago. Give or take, I think, we finally met up. But, really fun to have servers. Really wish I could get my server running. I'm trying to get a file server up for Plex and things like that right now. Anyways, there was more to the story that he didn't tell me. So essentially the guy was selling one of these servers for $25 each. But my friend, the silver tongue bugger he is, managed to convince the dude to give him 6 of them for $50, possibly because he just couldn't sell them, I'm guessing, or something like that. But it was an incredible deal, and I just cannot believe my friend managed to get that kind of a deal. But yeah, so I needed to mention that in the haul because technically we did get them. Also, I did not realize this had a peel on it too. Huh. Well, that scratch does go quite deep. Why does everything have a peel on it? It's like the worst way to peel it off too, of course. Okay. So now that's peeled off. Next. So this one I don't have with me. I will bring this out though, because this is a very historical moment, at least for me. So, as you guys know, I've talked about it a couple times. I talked about it in Budget Server. I used to edit off of an FX 8350 and my old GTX 970 from my old gaming rig. And that's what I edited off of, and it worked alright, but it was, I had a lot of lag problems with DaVinci Resolve, just purely because, it was mostly because of the FX 8350. But I did eventually upgrade the FX 8350 to a Ryzen 5 1600 that I got from my friend. And then from there, he had also talked about upgrading his GPU, but we had to wait because when 30 series came out, everybody scalped it and yada 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 yada. But he recently did upgrade. Not recently. He did upgrade eventually, like probably 3 months ago. And he gave me his GTX 1660 Ti for free. And I say this is a historical moment because this is the card that got me into PC gaming. That got me into PCs really in general. This is my GTX 970, my EVGA GTX 970 SSC, I believe. And it has served me well for the past 7 years. 7 years, because I retired it this year. And it was only opened once. Actually twice to replace thermal paste, and that's it. I took very good care of this card. Never ran it harder than it needed to be. Did a little bit of overclocking, but nothing crazy. And I'm going to retire it. I'm not going to put it in any of my other systems, despite it being a 970 that could 100% be useful. I just feel like it deserves sort of a place of honor amongst all the other cards just being retired because it has served me so well. And I'm getting a little bit choked up. So I upgraded the editing PC from the 970 to the 1660 Ti, and it does a lot better, but it's just sad to say that this is going to be the last time I probably use this card. And if something happens to this card by any stretch of the imagination, I will mount this on the freaking wall. Mark my words. No matter what, this card, I will never get rid of it. Like, it's got a special place in my heart because of the fact that this started everything. This card, another reason why EVGA is my favorite company, this card started everything. Everything you see here, this was the catalyst. It was not my first desktop. It was the first gaming PC I had. So the Athlon X4 860K, the 970, the A88X G45 Gaming, the 750 watt thermal take power supply, the thermal take Chaser Mark II, all of that started this. And I had to actually get rid of the Chaser 2 case, which was hard, but it's too big. I didn't have the space, and the USB ports in the front weren't working anymore. So that one I had to get rid of, but I will not get rid of this card. So I needed to put that in there. This is a very special card to me. And this will be the last time, this will be the only time you'll ever probably see it on the channel. Purely because I don't ever even want to use it for comparisons. If I need to get a 970 for comparisons or something like that, I will buy one. But you deserved a rest, old girl. You did good. You did real good. So, anyways, moving on. I gotta figure out which one it is. I have two 770s here, but I gotta figure out which one is which. Nope. Yep, here we go. Okay, so this is an EVGA GTX 770 Superclocker SC. I got this for 35 bucks, which was actually a really good deal at the time for 770s. And I think it is still a pretty dang good deal because these typically go for like 50 or 40. But this is the 2 gig variant, and it doesn't have dual BIOS or anything special like that. It's just super clocked and has ACX, but I think every 700 series had ACX. But yeah, I really, really love the look of this generation of cards. I love the gold. I think the gold accents are just very pleasing to the eyes. It's just a very beautiful looking card. EVGA, from I think it was 700 to like, I think 900 series, they had just these simplistic, like, beautiful sort of design. I just liked it. I don't know why. Even though I'm not a fan of, like, super simplistic designs, I like overcomplicated stuff. I like unique things like the palette. It's very pleasing to me. So, yeah. There's that. Like I said, I got it for 35 bucks. This was part of a dual deal. I don't remember with what. This is possibly with the accelerator. Oh yeah, it's with the accelerator. Where is it? So this is, I already have a card. I already have this exact card. I wish it was like a different variant or something, but this is an EVGA GTX 560 Ti. Full power boost, or I can't remember the acronym, the name for the acronym, FPB. It's something performance boost. It was $26. It was part of a graphics card bundle that I had given an offer on. Like I said, nothing really notable. I already have this card. I've already shown this card in a haul video, but I gotta mention it because it came with the bundle and everything. So works fine. Nothing else to really note. This is 560 Ti, right? Yeah. Okay, so this card next. Alright, so this card was the other card in that bundle. This was the real reason I really put any money into that bundle, otherwise I probably wouldn't have. This is a GTX, or a PNY Accelerate GTX 275. Purely, I just didn't have this card, and I wanted it. And I was just like, I need to start getting some of these older cards because as time goes on here, these older cards are going to become harder and harder to get, especially like these 200 series and things like that. Like, I need to start sort of nabbing these because probably in the next 5 years here, these are going to get probably a lot harder to find. So this, like I said, 26 bucks along with the 560 Ti that I got. Like I said, nothing really special to note. I just didn't have it. I needed to get it, or I wanted to get it because these cards are going to start becoming probably a lot more hard to find. I could be wrong though on that. You never know. Alright, so this, I need a drink. This is a special card. This is it, right? Nope. This is fairly hefty compared to the 2 gig. So this is an EVGA GTX 770 Dual SE 4 gig. So this was given to me by my friend Ulrich. Very nice person, and I originally thought it was the exact same variant as the 2 gig here. But then when I was doing the retro unboxing that you'll eventually see on the channel, I had noticed it said 4 gigs on it, and I had to go check. And I checked after that video, and it indeed is a much harder to get variant of the 770. It's got a dual BIOS, it's 4 gigs, and it's superclocked as well, which is pretty crazy. So I was very happy to find that out. This goes significantly more than the 770 likely, the 2 gig. This probably goes for closer to 65, 70, I want to say. Maybe. But if I ever have to do another PC part contest build-off thing, I am going to be ready. And this one has the peel on it too. I felt it. And actually I've got to end this video, hold on, and redo it because my camera. So I'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to me struggling to get this stupid peel off. Oh, here. We're gonna do ASMR now. Oh, man. This card needs a little dusting. I think I said I got it for free because a friend gave it to me. But yeah, no, really happy to have this card in my collection. And I need to get more anti-static bags too. So I need to order those. But yeah, anyways, there's that. Now, this, the one my phone's been sitting on this whole time, funnily enough. This was a card I didn't expect to really get, believe it or not. So let's just say what it is. This is an EVGA. We have a lot of EVGA cards in this haul, I'm just realizing now. How many is it that we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 EVGA cards in here. Wow. Eat your heart out, EVGA. So yeah, this is an EVGA GTX 660 Signature 2 SE. So I know what the regular, the more common 660 looks like, and it is a card. Does this have a peel on it too? Oh my god, it does. Oh my god. Guys, it's just peel time. This is the peel haul. Bro, is this a peel too? Oh my god, no way. Are you kidding me? This is so funny. This is... Okay, I'll get it started. I just gotta get it started. Okay, go over here. Alright, here you go. I messed it up. I was wondering why that card looks so weird. It just hit me that might have been a peel. Oh, that card looks so much better now. Oh. Nice. Anyways. Yeah, so the more common 1660, I'll probably throw a picture up on screen, is the blower style one. Those are the lower end variants typically. They're, I believe, 2 gig still, but like they have a different cooling and I believe different features. If I could be wrong, but this is a Signature 2. These cards, I don't remember the reasoning behind these. I haven't looked them up, but these are a lot less common. And I've tried to get a hold of one for a while. I've tried to get a hold... Excuse me. I've tried to get a hold of a 660 or a 660 Ti forever now. Because there's so many games I would love to like look into their minimum and maximum specs that only use 660s or 660 Ti's. It always seems like any of those games that I want to go and test and do videos about, they end up using cards I don't have. And this is one of those cards that I don't have. I'm trying really hard to fill out cards that I don't have right now. Instead of just looking mostly for rare variants. That's a little bit of both, but anyways. But yeah, no, this, I did not expect to get this card. I put a bid in for $2.25, I believe. And it had $24 or $22. No, I put $2 in for the bid, and then it was $22 in shipping. And I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to win this bid. It's just like, it's not going to happen. Because the base bid was just $2. Lo and behold, 7 days later, while I'm at work, I get an email saying, hey, pay now for your 660. And I was like, no way did I get this card. And turns out I freaking did. I didn't expect it. I expected the bid to be canceled, or somebody to bid like $1 higher than me last minute, or a bot to come around and snipe it, or something. It was so out of the blue, but I was so happy. Because not only did I get a 660, I got a little bit of a harder variant to get. Which makes me happy, of course, because the collector in me is just like, oh yeah! But yeah, so yeah, it's a really cool card. It's 2 gigs of GDDR5, nothing else special. It's got a really interesting cooler. That's partially, I think that's partially the reason why it's called a signature too, or whatever. But I'll look up some more about it later. But it was a little bit of a rough shape. It was missing a screw here. I just picked one up out of the screw bin, cylinder or whatever I call it to keep screws in, and I just sort of put that back. I tightened up these bolts. It's missing. I need to order these too. I need to order a bunch of these like standoff things because a bunch of my GPUs don't have them. So we'll add that to the list of things that I need to order. But yeah, no, it was a really good deal and a good find. It's like got some gunk. Here's my, hold on. And this looks like a job for it's like something I'll worry about later. Anyways, that's actually it. This was a huge haul. I normally wait a bit. It's also because I talked about it a lot. But it was just like I wanted to have enough graphics cards to give you a meaningful haul video with. So I know it's a little long, sorry, but I really hope you found a lot of these cards interesting. Like I said, if you know anything about this, this R7 360, and like comment what your favorite card in all of this was. Please let me know. Share me a story of what your first graphics card was and things like that. You know, I love to read the comments. I love to hear what people have to say and stuff like that. That's the last video I'm doing for now. I'm going to pack everything up. I'm going to edit this video specifically and then upload this video specifically today. Which, that's going to be a lot of work. This will probably actually end up getting uploaded tomorrow. Because I have things going on later tonight that I will not be able to avoid. Alright, well, that's fine. I'll edit as much as I can in the meantime. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go clean all of this up, put all the cards away, and clean up my entire room. And finish this tea. Ah, so good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, ding dong notification bell when you want to see me upload another stupid teardown video. I promise I want to do more interesting content. And honestly, I would leave this whole recording setup up tonight if I didn't have VR stuff I was doing later tonight. But because I have to tear everything down and put everything away. So yeah. You guys have a great night, and later.